YouTube peoples out there. Welcome to another episode of Baking with Brian on the channel, Our Cozy Home with Gina. It's nice and cool outside. It's in the fall weather now, and what is better than baking some homemade bread? How about baking some homemade apple cinnamon swirl loaf? My daughter, Michaela, sent me this recipe. She made it, said it was really good. Thought we should make it. So she sent it down to us to make. Let me go through the ingredients here. It says here, it is fall in a slice. The homemade apple cinnamon swirl loaf is the cozy, delicious treat your autumn afternoons need. Bake, slice, and enjoy. So let's see what we're going to do with that. We're going to bake it, slice it, and enjoy it. So the ingredients to this: 1/3 cup of light brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 2/3 cup of white sugar, 1/2 cup of butter softened, 2 eggs, 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1½ cups of all-purpose flour, 1 3/4 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/2 cup of milk, 2 apples, peeled and chopped, any kind it says, and also there's an old-fashioned glaze, 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, and 2 tablespoons of milk. So let's get started on this baking deal here. We've preheated our oven to 350 degrees here. My helper, Gina, has done that for me. She has also prepared a lot of things out here on my bar for me to put together. Thank you, Gina. So what we're going to do is grease and flour the 9x5 inch loaf pan. We're going to use this nice, pretty thing right here, which has already got a little bit of butter in it, looks like. But we're going to spray it with Baker's Joy. That will be our flouring and greasing. All right, got that done. We'll set that aside. Next, the ingredients say to mix the brown sugar and the cinnamon together in a bowl. So my brown sugar, which is already, I've got a bowl here, small bowl. My brown sugar's already been measured out in a 1/3 cup here. So we'll put that in there. And I'm going to measure out 1 teaspoon of the ground cinnamon. A little bit up there. That's about enough, I'd say. So we're getting all that mixed together. That's what we're going to put on top of these apples. Don't need that anymore. We'll set this aside right here. And next, in another bowl, we're going to beat the white sugar and the butter together. So here's our white sugar already measured out. And here is the butter. Came right out. Might need a little help with some of it. Alright. Got my mixer out here. There we go. as creamy as it's going to get. Now we're going to add in our eggs. One at a time. We have Adams County eggs here. Thanks again, Doug. One at a time. Next egg. Right now I'm going to put in my vanilla extract. 1.5 teaspoons. I'm going to have to wash this out a little bit.
You do know how to do dishes.
I don't let everybody know this. Then they'll be wanting me to wash dishes on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Why not? Women cook usually. At least in our household.
You keep me doing this, and you'll be wanting me to do the baking for the desserts now.
It's a good idea.
I don't know. All right, we got this. Got the vanilla extract, 1.5. Teaspoons of vanilla extract. So here we go. We're gonna have to get some more. About out.
Okay. The good stuff the page gives in the counter.
There's one. And about a half. Looks good there. Mix this in. All right, now we're going to put the flour and baking soda in. It's already mixed together. I'll pour it in just a little bit at a time here. Again, it's 1 3/4 teaspoons of that baking powder and 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Got a 1/2 cup of milk here. Got that all mixed together. Set that right there against the sink. The next thing we're going to do is pour 1/2 of this batter into the pan. Into the pan. 1/2 of it. Looks about like half. Spread it out evenly in this pan. And then we add some apples. These apples right here. Yeah. These are my apples. Gala apples. There's all kinds of different apples I like every once in a while. So we're going to sprinkle a little bit of half of these apples inside this bread.
It smells really good.
And then, guess what? The brown sugar goes on top of those apples. That's gonna make it real good inside there. Half of that brown sugar, because then the bread gets topped with the apples and the brown sugar. In there, up in there. There. All right. Here we go. Take half of this. I think I'm going to sprinkle it like so. Get a better coverage that way. What do you think?
Smells good. Smells good. Smells like fall.
Well, it's certainly the weather for it. It's like 70 some degrees today.
Yeah, the high was 69.
Or 60. No, I got 70 on my temperature gauge coming home in the truck. It reached 70. I know that. It was definitely cool, that's for sure. Definitely. All right, now we're going to pour the rest of this batter over top of those apples. New spatula here. I'm trying to let you all see all this and try not to get in the road, but sometimes that's hard to do. Sorry, I'm right-handed. Got to turn around. Get out my apples.
Looks good.
Don't be eating up my apples. That's my topping. Only the chef's allowed to do that. And you see, I am wearing the chef's hat.
I cut the
Chef.
apples and peeled the apples.
I want to use it all. Think that's straight enough?
Yep, it's beautiful. It looks fabulous.
All right, now we're going to put the rest of these apples on here. Sprinkle some apples on top of this bread.
I bet raisins would be good. Yes.
I don't like raisins.
Well, I do, and I think would be good.
Chopped an apple.
Yeah, I see that.
Well, we got some apples. It's not a real even sprinkle there, but hey,
The dough.
it don't have to be perfect to be good. So now we're going to sprinkle some more of the brown sugar mixing in. More brown sugar and the cinnamon. Oh yeah, it's gonna make it come into it there. Okay, here we go. Now it's time to put it in the oven. Like I said, we preheated that oven at 350 degrees, and we're going to bake this. This recipe says to bake it for 30 to 40 minutes, or until a toothpick is inserted into the center and comes out clean. as normal when you're baking things like that. You may end up having to go to 60 minutes, 65, depending on your oven and how it's working for you. It just depends. You kind of have to watch it. And the more you bake in your oven, the more you're going to know this. I don't bake a lot, as you can tell. So now I'm going to put this in the oven and let it bake. Now I'm going to set my timer and we'll see what happens. Time to get it out. Looking pretty good. Smelling really good too. Oh yeah. Now it's time to set it over here and let it cool before we take it out. Well, we got our nice loaf here out of the oven. It's done cooled. I took it out of the pan, set it here on this rack here, getting ready to drizzle this nice topping on top of it. We got to make it now. We're going to put this old-fashioned glaze together. So we got a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar already in this bowl here, and now I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of milk. One, 2. All right. And then I've got to whisk that together before we put it on the nice loaf of bread. It smells really good.
Yes, it does.
We're ready to eat it right now without the glaze, but yeah, we're gonna put this glaze on it. Bound to be so much better. All right. Got me a little spoon out here. We're gonna put some of this on top of this loaf, like so. Let it drizzle down a little bit into its cracks. Kind of reminds me of the rum cake that I made a while back. Also, don't forget, if you want to comment down below, if you'd like to see me bake something, just write the comment down there and we'll see what we can do. We extend that out to everyone all the time. I am no professional baker, but I will give it my best shot. So far, everything's been come out really well, I have to say.
Yeah, it's been really good. Especially that banana pudding cake. I think that's my favorite you've made.
It was really good. Everyone that had a piece of that really liked it at work. I know that. Maybe I should have saved it for the bake-off at work. They have a little bit of well, it's actually a pie contest. I don't know if it's a bake-off, but we could turn it into a bake-off. Maybe I could have brought it for that. There we go. Got all the old-fashioned icing there with the glaze. And now we'll, in a bit, transfer it over to our final resting place in the plate and take some nice pictures. And like always, we thank you for stopping by. And make sure you like and comment, and see you soon.
What do you think?
Really good.